Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining us today. It's Christmas season, and if you watched last time, we had some gentlemen down from the Hansen's Plumbing and Heating Roundtable, the guys that get together there every morning. And I thought, hey, it's time for some women to talk about Christmas too. And so thank you, ladies, for joining me. I had to beg my mother, but I'm very pleased to get her to join us today. And so this is Donna Hansen, and we have Betty Glavi, lifetime resident of Vergas, and she agreed to join us. I've heard Christmas memories and from Betty many times and created Christmas memories with you, Mom. So thank you for joining me. Make sure that you get to Vergas. Vergas is just pretty right now. All the lights are up and all the trees are decorated, and there's just a feeling of Christmas in town, and I'm sure that you ladies have noticed that too.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
And Mom, I did get my milk jugs out.
Betty's got her milk jugs out, and so that is good. She's got them all decorated around the front of her house there. And so I think we'll start first with a Christmas memory from you first. And so if you want to tell us what you remember, whatever Christmas memory you have.
I think my most prominent Christmas memory is having a Christmas program in our home with my grandchildren. And it started out with 2, and then pretty soon now we're up to 17. And each year we put on a little program amongst the children, and I think the parents enjoy it just as much as we do.
You know, you're creating Christmas memories that way by doing that, and your grandchildren look forward to it, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. When you create your Christmas memories in home, it comes from growing up in a small community, is what I have noticed. And we are so fortunate to have this small community to grow up in. But the other thing is I always want to promote our local businesses too, because there's always those businesses that have that unique item that you can't find in the big box store. They're friendly when you come in. A lot of them do the gift wrapping. It's the one-of-a-kind thing a lot of times. And your local businesses just need your business, and so I want to promote them today. I want to talk about them today and tell you to shop local. You can get your holiday cash here at the Vergas State Bank. It's 15% off. You can take that holiday cash into any one of our local businesses, our restaurants, our gas stations, our gift shops, our grocery stores, our plumbing shops, and you can use that holiday cash and you can promote your local businesses and support your local businesses. Betty, I know you're a supporter of the local businesses, but you're also a supporter of the local town, and I'm anxious to hear what you have to tell us about Christmas memories today. Now hold that right up close. And
okay. Well, as far as Christmas memories, I was thinking of going back to school days.
Oh, right. That sounds good.
But I said, I think our town is beautiful, and I'm a great one. Maybe I look a little cluttered, but I still like to decorate for Christmas.
You can't be too cluttered at Christmas.
Yes. So I went to the country school out here. Well, we always called it 151, but I guess it's on Highway 35, and Mike Protsky lives there now. And at that time, we had a very modern school. We had a inside pump. We had a playroom. We didn't have to go outside if we didn't want to. We had a furnace.
Ooh,
and we had a library, and we had many things that other schools didn't have.
Did you still have to use the outhouse?
Absolutely. That was a must.
Okay.
And my teacher at the time, my first 3 years was, her name was Corrine Thompson, but now she is Mrs. Mike Berndt.
Oh, okay.
She, well, I don't know whether she's living or not. I don't even think she's
yes, she is.
But that's okay. She was my first grade 3 years. Well, when we had she was very organized, but she was only 17 years old, and she was her own janitor of the school at that time. And but she was very organized. The first thing she did, and she had 30 pupils in 8 grades.
Okay.
So that was quite a load. But her first thing was, when she came, she was very organized, and she said, "We're having a little citizens league." That was a business meeting, and we had that every Monday morning.
At school.
That was the first thing. We had a president, we had a secretary, and we had a treasurer without no money. But the treasurer seemed to be more of a helper and a kind of a police. If he noticed something that wasn't going right, he could report to the teacher.
Okay.
But the Little Citizens League was great, and the older children were assigned jobs. And like when the day was over, they were excused. They could go and pound the old erasers.
Oh, sure.
Clean the erasers and empty pencil sharpener, of course.
Sure.
And the waste paper basket.
They would have their jobs to do.
And one thing she was very strict at, we had to wash our hands before we ate. So somebody had to get it ready in those days. We had to go and get the water from the basement and get it all set so all of us kids could wash our hands. But that is one thing. And that was our duties. Well, the one thing we looked for was the Christmas programs.
Of course, yes.
And of course, that was a big thing. So in those days, we had the last period of the day was called industrial arts. We learned to write, draw, whatever we wanted to do, you know. But then we had Christmas practice.
Practice during that time.
During that time, so we had many things. And one play I will never forget, and Reynold Fick was at the head of it, and the name of the play was Who Salted the Soup? And you can imagine everybody that came in and tasted the soup added a little salt.
Add a little salt.
That was one play I'll never forget. I was just small at that time. Okay, and the one great thing was when December came, all the children that could write, like from 4 to 6, I would say, we had to explain what the Christmas tree was for.
Oh, okay.
The meaning of it, what the colors on it meant, and for who it was.
Wonderful. Well, Betty, you've got some great Christmas memories, and
Yes.
unfortunately we don't have enough time, but
No,
what
I
I
know we
would like to do is sometime I want to revisit some of these school memories, because I think there's a lot of people that would really like to hear some of those school memories.
Yeah, I always think.
And so we're going to need to do that, and we're going to need to wrap it up for today. I want to remind people that we have the Christmas bake sale for the American Cancer Society at the Vergas State Bank on December 14th. And so you're going to want to come in and get all your Christmas goodies. I mean, it's baking the easy way, and so we're open for that. And so Betty, just tell me one quick more thing. We got about 50 seconds left here, but how did you used to get to the Christmas program? I love this story.
We'd go by horse and sleigh. And sometimes we would walk. If the younger children got put in a smaller sleigh, and then the older kids would pull it, and the rest would walk.
And you'd go across the lake.
We'd go across the lake, Loon Lake. That was to our church Christmas program. And my dad would always light the lantern in the cottage that was at the lake shore, so we would guide us on our way back.
The guiding light, yeah, that's
Yes.
wonderful. Well, ladies, I appreciate you giving me your Christmas memories, and there's so many of them. We can do this many other years, but thank you, Mom, and thank you, Betty.
Pleasure was
and
all
we will
ours.
get you back on, Betty. I want to hear more about this school, and so come to Vergas. There's a lot of opportunities for Christmas cheer, and there's a lot of way that we can celebrate Christmas, and so you have a good day in Vergas.